This is caribou hunting. Hey, it's been going on for thousands of years. Man sitting on the tundra on a high promontory looking out across miles and miles of miles. You know, when they come, that big migration of caribou, I understand it is just, it's a phenomenon. It's like the wildebeest in Africa. They just swarm across the land and you think you're going to never run out of caribou. That happened here 4 or 5 days ago. One day before we arrived, caribou everywhere. Just like that, they're gone. Now, we've been finding groups of 6 to 14 perhaps, the trail end of the big migration that's already gone through, and now we're waiting for them to come back. Hi, I'm Ron Spomer, and this is Winchester Legends.
Join Spomer and his guide Nick Monacan as they hike, boat, glass, and stalk, perpetuating the ancient dance between man and animal, predator and prey. It's a hunt performed on the vast stage of the subarctic tundra near the top of North America. Barren ground caribou hunting.
Oh yeah, that's the one we're looking for.
From the spirit of adventure and the heartbeat of the hunt. It's what you trust, it's what you keep, it's Winchester. We're what you trust, we're what you keep. We're Winchester.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Swarovski Optic. She Safari, clothing for her expedition. Otis Technologies, the most advanced gun care system in the world. Walker's Game Ear, hear like you've never heard before, and protect yourself from the harmful effects of muzzle blast.
Most caribou adventures these days begin with a float plane ride over terrain that's as much lake as land. Not long ago, northern Manitoba was covered by glaciers. Today, it's ideal habitat for waterfowl and caribou. When Hudson Bay is ice-free in the summer, Churchill serves as Canada's northernmost shipping port. It's also home base for Weber Lodges. Famous for polar bears, Churchill caters to hunters and wildlife watchers alike. It's the last stop in civilization before they venture into the wilderness.
And Caribou Hall, that must be where the caribou are. Caribou Hall, that's convenient.
Ron didn't find any caribou in Caribou Hall, but he did enjoy museum displays of the tools native peoples have used for millennia to wrest a living from this unforgiving land. Fish, waterfowl, and caribou provided all the food and materials natives needed to thrive there, and they still do.
Here, we flew from Churchill, Manitoba, about 150 miles across the tundra. Didn't see anything else. We get on this lake, there's a little cabin. Now, it's pretty isolated, but it's got all the comforts of home. Hot water, showers, great food, plenty of it, and the guides really know their business. Nick was just super. Boy, that tamaracks are really colored nicely.
Beautifully.
Just about their peak, huh?
Yeah. What I like about hunting caribou is mainly the country. It's so different from where I live, and the colors up here, the ruggedness, the harshness, and when a caribou steps out in this stuff, they're amazing. They're such a beautiful animal. It's just so majestic. It grows on you.
Circumpolar in distribution, caribou are the nomads of the north, migrating across tundra and boreal forest lands as far south as Maine. Known as reindeer in Scandinavia, in North America, caribou are categorized into 5 varieties based on body and antler size. Manitoba is host to the central Canadian barren ground caribou.
Caribou is probably the most dramatic deer in North America that you can see easily and hunt easily. You know, there's nothing to take it away from an elk or a moose or any of our other deer, but a caribou is sort of like a hybrid pronghorn antelope and deer in the way it behaves. And those gorgeous white flowing manes on those big bulls, and when they run with their noses up, proud, arrogant buggers running across that tundra, I don't know, there's just something special about it. So they're going to come off this ridge over to the north?
Yeah, I'm hoping that they're going to be coming just across the end of this small lake here, because they've been traveling just the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing now. Instead of coming from the north to the south, right now they're traveling, because the weather's been so beautiful, they're traveling from the south to the north. So they're sort of heading northwest here a bit.
So they'll come out of these draws and these basins back here?
Exactly,
probably?
yeah.
Oh,
that's where they should show up.
The migration seems to have passed by, and our hunters are left searching mostly empty tundra. Still, a few stragglers trot through. That special bull could be just over the horizon. Hope springs eternal in the hunter's heart, and tomorrow is another day.
I don't know a single red-blooded American hunter who doesn't dream about hunting caribou. And why not? You've got all the mystery and the magic in the unknown wilderness of the North Country. I mean, it's Jack London, you know, it's howling wolves and howling snow, and this is a great North American adventure, and it's not all that far from home. And that's what makes it so easy to take a caribou hunt. You just have to go north a little ways. Our Canadian friends, man, they're willing and welcoming us with open arms. Bring your money and we'll show you our caribou. I chose to go with a good old classic 30-06 in a Model 70 Winchester bolt-action rifle that I really like. The 30-06 is that do-it-all workhorse, never fails, and it certainly didn't this time. Oh yeah. Fire in the hole. 2, okay, well then I'm about 3, so I come down an inch. Down an inch. That should do it. But I also have to bring my windage over because the wind isn't that bad. I used a 180 grain bullet. It's that new XP3 Winchester bullet that's really performing beautifully. Hey Nick, you found anything over here? Yeah, we better get down. Can we stalk over that hill, you think?
Winchester Legends is brought to you by She Safari, clothing for her expedition. Night and Hail Game Calls, bring them closer. Winchester Rifles and Shotguns, the guns that work. Walker's Game Ear, hear like you've never heard before, and protect yourself from the harmful effects of muzzle blast.
So here we are on another high point in the tundra looking for the mythical caribou. You know, it's almost like hunting unicorns some days. You just see, you could see 8-10 miles probably to some of these horizons. No caribou. Who would have thunk it?
Persistence, patience, and a change of location may prove to be the key to unlocking the caribou vault. Boats are the easiest mode of travel over much of this watery world.
We are getting the boat out now. Holy mackerel, how many people are in this thing?
So Ron catches a ride with another party of hunters eager to find the missing migration. En route, they enjoy other wild riches of the north, like this sprightly Arctic fox, changing from its gray summer coat into its winter whites.
All right, let's walk away and leave them.
You might as well take that piece.
The caribou is not that big of an animal. It's not that hard to put down. Anything that somebody can shoot accurately is the big thing up here.
All right.
Sticks to stay out?
I think so.
Okay.
Off we go.
Yep.
In the wild blue.
Patches of spruce and tamarack forest could hide plenty of caribou. Tundra swans are migrating. Perhaps caribou will join them.
This could be sweet. Yeah, we better get down. Should we stalk over that hill, you think?
I don't know.
Do we need to go over there?
Yeah, maybe we should have a look. You know what? I don't know if there's anything big enough in there. Eh?
Well, let's take another look.
Let's take another look, yeah.
They're getting closer, we can tell. Yeah, they really don't have enough on top, do they?
I don't think there's anything worthwhile there.
They got some good long beams, but there's nothing on top of them.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that they're big enough. I think we should let this go.
Yeah, I agree.
Find something bigger than that.
I'm willing to wait.
Okay, right on. Let's do that.
Nice to see them, though.
Hopefully the next bunch is bulls.
Yep. Oh, they're looking good down there.
Yeah, boy, they're moving. Eh?
There you go. All right, let's do it. Let me get real well settled in here.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Swarovski Optic. Night and Hail Game Calls. Bring them closer. Otis Technologies, the most advanced gun care system in the world. Winchester Rifles and Shotguns, the guns that work.
The bigger your animal, the more critical bullet performance is. Large-boned, heavy, thick-skinned animals require a lot of penetration, and that's best delivered with a bullet like this new XP3 from Winchester. The design includes a copper body with a lead bonded core in the rear that's not going to come apart and separate. You have a hollow nose filled with this polycarbonate tip, which keeps a sleek profile for high energy retention downrange. And now look what happens when that bullet lands. The nose peels back into those petals. It expands about 1.5 its original diameter. That lead rear core shoots forward and bulges out for secondary expansion and incredible knockdown power. That bullet is going to retain about 100% of its weight and drive into the vitals and right on through that animal. That's big game performance. Get any blueberries this year?
Yeah, we do, but now that we've had some frost, they're
Yeah?
mushy now, so they're not good to
they're
eat
not
anymore. Even over the last couple of weeks, they were really good.
I like to eat those.
Yeah.
Like that free vitamin C when you're up here. Vitamin C. Oh yeah, they're still pretty good. A little bit frosted, a little bit mushy. Boy, they must have had a pretty good crop this year. Were they coming between that lake and those woods, right?
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, last time we saw him was in that draw there.
But Nick just did a great job. He spotted this bull. I had seen this thing early in the morning, and I just wrote it off as a dead spruce tree leaning, kind of funny. And he saw it later, and he said, you know, I think there's a bull out there bedded down. I would have just blown that thing off. Let's try to get closer then. We'll go to that big rock, reassess it, and then shift over to clear the shot. Does that sound good?
Perfect. The wind's right. Everything's good.
Let me get loaded here. We're getting some. See his antler there? Yeah, well, that's perfect. He can't see us. I'm gonna get rid of this pack. Just lay her down there. All I need is my sticks and my gun. Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. ain't close enough, but with all that brush there, I'm afraid I won't be able to shoot to the spruce if he goes to the left or something. So let's angle off to the right. And if he sees us, we're close enough to get a shot if we need it, right?
Sounds good, sounds good.
Yeah. Is he still sleeping?
He's still sleeping.
All right. Let's just keep sliding over that way. See what happens.
Oh, he's getting up.
Oh, here we go.
Here he goes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's done.
He's down, Bert, down. Good shot.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Good spotting job. You know, I saw that thing. Thought it was a stump all morning.
Yeah,
I looked at it one time and I could only see the one antler, and it looked like a leaning over spruce tree.
yeah. That's what I
Dead.
kind of thought of first, but then I thought one time I looked at it, I thought it was like this. The next time I thought it was like that.
There he is.
Oh yeah.
There he is. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Look at that white mane on him.
The velvet looks in perfect
Gosh, he's
shape.
still in velvet, isn't he?
Yeah.
Nice. Look
Oh,
at
man,
the
yeah.
velvet on him yet.
Look at that, perfect shape still.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's got a nice shovel on him. Here, look at here. Look at
Beautiful.
Huh?
This-
Almost out to the end of his nose.
yeah,
And it's long. That's a good 10 inches.
yeah.
And these are nice bezzes.
Nice long bezzes.
They're clear out to the tip of that.
Yeah.
Long bezzes.
Yeah,
Hooked in 1, 2, 3 points.
4 in this side.
But hey, last day, no caribou around. The only one we've seen today.
Yeah,
I'm pretty tickled to get him.
you can.
Nice white mane on him. He's a pretty animal. Well, I guess the work starts now, buddy.
Did not find the great migration I've always wanted to see. This is a little disappointing, but I'm still pretty excited about how we handled the situation. Guts and glory. We got up no matter what, got out in the cold, boated the lake, hiked the tundra, slogged through the muskeg, and kept looking and watching and looking. Patience, patience, patience. Nick kept telling me we're going to find him. And we finally pulled one out at the end. I'm telling you what, this was one big challenge. But it's worth it because a caribou is one heck of a special North American deer.
And I kind of got lucky once I glanced off toward north of us, and I saw what I thought was a stick, and it was pointing straight up and down. And the next time I happened to look over there, it was tilted a bit. So I thought, well, there's no wind today, so stick shouldn't move. So we both started looking it over a bit closer, and it turned out it was a caribou. So we ended up dropping on the downwind side, putting a bit of a stalk on there, and we got lucky. We crept into within probably 150 yards or so, and then Ron made the shot, and we got our animal.
Thank you, sir. Good spotting job.
True to legend, the tundra gives up its riches to patient and determined hunters. With winter nipping at their heels, the men are more than ready to return home with memories, antlers, and delicious lean meat. During their flight out, they relive their adventure and once again marvel at the sheer vastness of this watery wilderness, where a polar bear lies waiting near the coast for the sea ice that'll enable him to reach his own hunting ground. Caribou will continue their migration south, where boreal forests provide food and shelter against winter's blasts. Magnificent bulls will challenge one another, ensuring the next generation will arrive strong and healthy to carry on their wandering ways in a timeless, legendary land.
For more information about Winchester ammunition, log on to winchester.com.